Hello, this is Castle. Castle does. Got some Subnautica action. Let's get started. Alright, so this is a little bit different today because I ended up doing a lot of texture work. See, we ended up having a lot of meetings to start talking about, like, ways to improve the way the textures look. And I ended up having sort of an observation about the way the textures are, and I briefly covered this at the end of my last episode. So, there are these textures that are called cap textures, which have, like, a different texture on the top and on the sides and the bottom. And using those is really effective. But I also noticed that for some reason those textures seem to behave differently, even under circumstances that would normally um, that wouldn't be any different than the regular materials. So you notice these hard edges, like it sort of doesn't quite really blend, right? So that right there is a standard material. So what I did was I went ahead and I created a new cap texture that's using the same exact material. Now you see already the cap texture, even in a circumstance where there isn't, I'm not even using the cap. Like, I'm getting all these differences. You see the way the blending kind of works, and then I can set the color of the edge of the blending. So I ended up starting to take pictures of this, and I'm like, all right, and just sort of talk about it with the rest of the team, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know for sure. I don't have anything to really back it up other than a gut feeling, but it feels a little bit like these tools were only meant to have cap textures. It seems almost like the regular materials don't fully make use of the features of blending and all of that. It just seems a little weird. So once I have the proper cap texture, and now I'm like kicking ass just as far as like having textures that blend really well. We were worried at first, like having to like make a whole new material system that and everything like that. But really, I think a lot of the problem is just the way the regular materials work. Well, anyway, I got around that, so now I have like a little bit more variation of like a purple coral kind of mixed in. Now I'm going into the other. There's 4 more batches that are just one notch over that now need to get love, and at this point I'm like way ahead of schedule. I'm just way ahead, way. Like this was supposed to take all week, and I'm already 75% done. Kind of know in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, I guess it's not a bad thing, but yeah, this process kind of trucks along once you have the right idea on like what you want to do with the area and stuff like that. And sure enough, I'm probably gonna end up coming back to this area and reworking and tweaking things. I don't know. For all I know, this area may be a backburner map for a really long time, just because it's so far out in the world space. We may not get around to actually including this area into the game until much later, which is not a bad thing. In a lot of ways, this has just been a lot of practice. So, okay, I'm getting caves, the caves that I originally planned to put in, um, and almost like I'm like going overboard at this point because it's almost not even necessary to have this much stuff. But I like finding stuff like this. I like cool, like hidden gems. Everybody does. Um, doesn't really detract from anything. So, and these are caves that I was planning on adding way when I was first just working on the height map. So I'm really just kind of continuing through with it. It's going to be interesting. I mean, the player is going to find these really cool areas that are and discovering them. I think it's going to be just a really cool experience, really. There's plenty of it. It's going to happen a lot. I mean, I know in my case, you're pretty much watching everything that is going into the game on my front, but there's other designers, and you don't know what they're doing. So, at least I'm the only one who's like making a diary of my progress. So, here's the second cave here, and it's really not supposed to be like a really big or um, crazy cave. I just wanted to have like a something that kind of goes in like a little closet and a little nub off to the side, and then I get um, more of the blue worked into this area here. So made a lot of progress on this day. I mean, this is just perfect. Yeah. So, and that ends up actually kind of just being it. It's propagating everything that's already there. So, with the progress that I'm making as quickly, I know the next thing I need to do is get those ambient, the atmospheric volumes into the rest of this area. But I start actually, at this point, I'm sort of giving thought to the idea of using those ambient volumes for more than just caves. So like I'm thinking about doing like ambient volumes that are in the large open flatlands area. Might have it's like a sort of red like sandy ambience to it, and if when you're swimming around near the blue coral, like everything can kind of reflect blue. So anyway, that's what I got done for that day. Thank you.